Hi, beautiful people. I hope you guys are all doing good and staying safe, staying healthy. I wanted to come back and make this video today because I wanted to give you guys an update on school and kind of go more in depth as to why I needed to take a little break and talk about a giveaway that I want to do. So, today it's like disgusting outside. It's pouring and it's just horrible. Um but we're gonna chat and yeah. I have this brisk iced tea that I'm gonna drink real quick. So I went back to school on September 9th and it was all virtual and I have one in-person class, and but other than that everything is like asynchronous, and only one of them, actually two of them, are on Zoom. So the first few days were okay because the in-person class, the professor was really good. She's amazing, and she was very understanding and very good at just helping me out. But the asynchronous classes, that professor is really great too. So, the first, like, I want to say 2 weeks maybe, I was okay. I wasn't really stressed about much. And I felt like everything was okay. So, I didn't want to worry too much. I'm enjoying these shortbread cookies too. So I didn't want to worry too much about, well, I didn't have much to worry about at first, but an issue came about when I had to drop one of my classes because it was fully asynchronous, and it was like a technology, and like I don't even know fully what it was, but I told my advisor and I told the accommodations office, I was like, listen, I can't work this way. This is not gonna work out for me. So we dropped that class. I added on a class that was supposed to be a substitution for me from another class that I was supposed to take like a year or two ago. And so we added it on. And at first I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. Like, I should be okay. It shouldn't be too difficult. But it was. And that caused me to be really stressed out because I'm dealing with the professor who is who is very hard to work with because he's using Canvas conferences, which first of all is like, no, like that just, what? I don't know. So for like a week straight, or almost 2 weeks, I was so behind in the class that I ended up emailing the accommodations assistant director and saying, listen, this is stressing me out because I haven't been, I've been trying to set up a meeting to talk with the professor, and since I can't use Canvas conferences, like that's what he's expecting me to use, and I was like, I'm already really behind in the class because I've already joined late and I haven't been able to catch up since that day and that week that I joined. So, long story short, a few weeks went by. Still, I was still falling behind because obviously, like, I couldn't. I've been asking this professor, like, hey, can we meet? Can we please set up a time to go over the things that I need to do? And he just wasn't really like good at helping me with that. So what ended up happening was this past week, so this is Friday that I'm filming this. This past week, I spoke to him on Monday, and I said, you know, this has been one of the hardest classes for me because it's the one that requires me to advocate so much more than I already do, and you guys already know how it is when I talk about advocacy and like just the good and the bad parts of it. And so this has been the bad part of it because I'm the only person, truthfully, that's really saying something about it. So then he was like, okay, well, here's what I'll do. And I'll get to that. He was like, I'll send you the quizzes that you missed and some other assignment that he said I didn't get, that I missed out on. And he was like, and have this all to me by Friday. So today, the day I'm filming this. Sir, I had 5 assignments, or 4 assignments that you asked me to complete. Now we're gonna get into accessibility issues because when I got the email and when we were talking about, him sending me the stuff, he said these are all screenshots of the exam, the quiz questions. So just make sure you go through them. And I was like, well, oh, and you guys are gonna laugh at this, right? Because this was actually really funny. I was like, well, I'm blind. He was like, what? What? I was like, sir, I am fully blind, visually impaired. He was like, oh, well then this is going to be an issue because I was like, excuse me? It's going to be an issue? No, there shouldn't be an issue because you as a professor should be figuring out ways to have an alternative assignment or at least having the quiz questions in a Word document. So he sends me the stuff and it's Friday, right? I've said this like 3 times already. And I get an email from the assistant director and she was like, Gabby, did you complete the quizzes? I was like, no. In my head, I was like, no, they're all screenshots of the quiz questions. How am I supposed to do that? And then she emails the professor and says, oh, like, can you please send them to her in a Word document? But I told her that he told me, ooh, I need to calm down. This is not going to stress me out today. No. I told her that he told me that he did not have the quiz in a Word document format. So he only has the pictures and the PDF format. So, and I was supposed to go to class today, to his class, but guess what? There was no Zoom link. Oh, so I guess I skipped some things. So, last week, spoke to the assistant director. For this case, we're just going to call her Brittany. Spoke to Brittany about the issues that were coming up. And I said, if I can't access the class, like, how am I supposed to know what the lectures are? How am I supposed to know what's actually going on? So Brittany said, well, excuse me. Oh my God. Brittany said, we got him to switch to Zoom. And his email, I told my advisor this because my advisor's amazing. I said, in his email, this professor said, oh, I don't understand how this student can't access the conferences when the rest of the class can access them perfectly fine. Give me a second. Sips tea. Sir, first of all, there was an accommodation letter that was involved in this email. So, I'm very Confucius about the whole thing. So yeah, I didn't get to go to class for the past like 2 weeks because, well, I know Zoom can be a butt. So I don't know if he got his Zoom problem fixed or what, but I haven't been able to join the class. So that was one class. And that has been the one thing, well, amongst many other things, that's been the biggest stress factor this whole semester. And we're in the middle of October, and it's midterm week. So I don't even know if there's an assignment, if there is an exam. Well, he said there's an exam for next week, I believe. But thus far, I have not been able to participate. Okay, moving on from this stressful class. I wanted to talk to you guys about why I really needed to take a break because, well, again, school has just been kicking me in the arse lately, and I just, I love being able to sit here and talk to you guys or demonstrate things or whatever. But oh my goodness, hold on. This is just so rude. So very rude of my phone. Oh, my phone almost fell. Okay. Shut up, voiceover. I love being able to come up with content and be here with you guys and be in front of the camera and talk to you and take you out with me on different things, with different things I'm doing. But school and my mental health were just like screaming at me. Like my mental health was just like, what are we doing? And I was just like, I don't know. I seriously don't know. And I want to be able to tell you guys truthfully, I did have a breakdown the other day. I called one of my best friends and I just burst into tears because I had no other way to express how I was feeling. And I mean, I'm trying my best to find ways to get my mental health to be better. And although I did take a break for a week or so, there was still content that was already pre-filmed and scheduled. So regardless, like you guys were gonna get that anyways. But although I'm back, I probably won't be as consistent this semester, just because again, I can't always, because it's just me. And sometimes I get my older brother's best friend, who I will just call my brother because he is like family to me. But sometimes I get my brother to help me film things or, whatever. But it's mostly just me. I come up with the content, which isn't a problem. I half the time most of the time film my own videos. I edit and and I love being able to have control of my own little space on the internet and my own space on YouTube. And but there are times where I can't always be the only person that's doing everything. So again, the break was very necessary. I will be, putting stuff out. It probably won't be as consistent, and I won't be just, filming a lot of demonstrations the way I used to. But nonetheless, you guys will get some content from me, and you can always go back and rewatch any of my old stuff. It's just that until I can actually get a little break from school, I have to kind of just step back a bit from being on the internet and doing all these fun things that I love doing. Plus, I am also working on some other really cool projects that I can't really talk to you about right now. But nonetheless, like if there is stuff that, for those projects, if there are things that I can film, I will film it. And I'm gonna have somebody come on my channel that I like. He's amazing. So I'm excited about that. But until all of that happens, and until I can actually just kind of catch a break from the load that I have to deal with school, it won't be as consistent, but I will have stuff. And if you do want to know about any of the projects that I am doing, anything I'm taking part in, my social media is all there in my about section for you guys, and I will link my Twitter and my Instagram in the description box, so you guys can head on over there, follow me. A lot of the things like quick updates, I usually just post them on Twitter. So yeah, just reach out to me, ask me questions, please comment, let me know like what you guys want to see, because again, like I said, even though I won't be consistent, I still do want to provide content for you. So if there is anything that you would want to see, let me know. So yeah, I mean, I just wanted to give you guys this update on school and everything that's been going on. Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna be fine. I just need a little bit of time to kind of get my ish together. But I am doing a lot of exciting projects, and I would love to share them with you, but I can't right now. So just make sure you follow me so you can find out about the projects, because I most likely will be posting a bunch of stuff. Anyways, I appreciate you guys for being here and subscribing and supporting me. Thank you so much for just, for those of you who's been here from the beginning. I say this all the time, like, thank you. Those of you, I can't even speak clearly. Those of you who joined on a little later, thank you to all of you. I hope you guys have a great week and a great weekend, and you stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.